Welcome to another Short and Sweet, where normally the samples and reviews are short.
But it's really sweet that they shared it with us.
Still really sweet. It's becoming the full bottle show. But this was a bottle that was left over at our Patreon meetup of 2022. We were doing really good by having everyone put their name on the back, but this one didn't get that name. So, mystery patron who left this, thank you.
Thank you.
You know who you are. So this is just, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It is 95 proof and...
Stanford, Kentucky,
Stanford, Kentucky is what's listed on the back as the distillery, so...
Don't know too much about it,
Don't know much about geometry.
Uh-huh.
Don't know much about
It's supposed to be short and sweet.
But I have a whole solo in the middle.
Cut you off.
All right, let's smell it. Ooh, that's nice and fruity, but it's still got the bourbon base in there, like...
It has a very, a toasted vanilla... light caramel, traditional stuff.
Traditional, yeah.
Yeah, some fruit, some
very
sweet.
Pleasing. I mean, it got a woo from me, so that's good.
Yeah, easy. I mean, delicate on the nose. I think when people say they're looking for smooth.
No, God.
When they say that they're looking for that, it's noses like this that make me think of, oh, this would probably please that person. Just on the nose.
To your health. Hey, that's got a pretty good amount of barrel in there. Now, it's not like I'm surprised, but we are dealing with something under 100 proof. Self-emitted proof hounds here, we're usually 100 and above, but it's a good little 95er right here. Now that being said, it's not like super thick or viscous or very long finish.
But I don't expect that for 95 proof.
You kind of have to, have your expectations based on proof.
I was on a little bit of a ride with this one. At first I was like, oh, I get it. It matches the nose, it's easy, it's what I would call smooth. And then it kind of just goes like, woo, and takes this weird turn. Yes, the sound effects. I gotta go back in for another sip to accurately describe what I'm experiencing.
Okay.
Like I said, it kind of starts out really matching the nose in that toasty vanilla, sweet caramel, a little bit of fruit, a little desserty, hint of oak. Again, the things that you would expect to get at a 95 proof. But then it kind of takes a little bit of a turn and goes into more of a weathered wood note. Weathered wood, wet wood, I don't know, barn wood. It kind of a barn-y.
Who's Barney?
You know who Barney is. Barn type of wood. I don't know how to explain it. Earthiness, outdoorsiness.
Barney Rubble.
And
hiya, Homer.
I don't particularly love that note.
Okay.
At first I was very excited, and then that weird weathered wood kind of threw me off.
You're doing a lot of alliteration here.
I love alliteration.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sarah. Let us sort of reset the palate with time by letting us sit here. And while we wait, we'll tell you about our home on the internet. It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get both the t-shirts we're wearing. You're wearing the 3/4 baseball tee. Hats, the glassware that we have, all of our hoodies and other t-shirts and bottle cut candles and more. Plus, right now, if you're watching this within the first 24 hours of its publish, you can get this shirt, which is Bourbon Bunker, for 15% off by using code REWIND at checkout at whiskyambitions.com.
You love that. You love that Blockbuster reference.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can also become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for as little as $1 a month, and that is where we release after the episode exclusives, discounts on our merch, and barrel picks and more. I was thinking all the things.
Okay. All right, we gave it a little time. We're back. Magic of editing. Gonna go in again here, Sarah. See if you get this weird wet wood.
Ugh, don't start. The nose is the same. It remains
okay. I had something I wanted to... It's something I wanted. I'm gonna let you finish, but I wanted to ask you something about the nose. After I'd been drinking it for a couple times, I went back to the nose, and I thought to myself, there is some type of cereal here that if you do a good, decent sniff in, but I can't identify it. Think cereal. Oh, I think it's Golden Grahams.
Interesting. I get that. It has a graham crackery note.
Yes, with the milk on it specifically.
Specifically with milk. Who doesn't want their bourbon to smell like milk?
I'm not getting your weird wet wood thing.
Not on the finish?
Well, give me a second, and the finish will come around.
Oh, it's already happening.
On the palate, I just sort of get classic, by the book bourbon flavors.
And I like that part. That's my favorite part of this, to be honest.
Letting it go into the finish. Actually, fairly decent for, especially for a 95 proof for getting into the chest here. I'm liking that about it.
I agree. I like the nose. I like the initial palate. Really, the only thing for me is on the finish, I'm getting this weathered wood that is coming across like, green or mossy or wet. I don't know how else to describe it.
A wood pile that has been rained on.
And if it weren't for that, I would be like, absolutely, this is a great new one. And I still think it's good and worth considering. It's just that particular note on the finish for me. But you don't seem to be getting it.
I do not. So to give you a different perspective, I'm not getting that on the finish. To me, the finish is carrying through with those typical, caramel, vanilla, traditional bourbon flavors. I think this is, something I would sort of put up there, not head and shoulders, but up there with like the finish you get with a Elijah Craig, in that area. It's giving you more barrel than you think for the mid 90s proof.
It would be an interesting head-to-head.
It would be, actually.
But we're not going to do that here today because it's already too long for short and sweet.
To be short. It's still sweet though. There you go. I think we're a little split on it, but it's something that we will watch the career with most interest.
Yes.
How about that?
All right.
Okay. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do it by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. You can do it right there.
It's a lot.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, masked patron. Until next time, drink more bourbon.